Be honest. Is there someone you cannot stop thinking about, no matter how hard you try? Maybe it's been months or even years. Maybe they're your classmate, a coworker, an old friend, a stranger on social media, or even someone completely out of reach. If you've ever felt stuck, delulu, or honestly a little lost about your feelings, and that hit a little too hard, yeah, this video is definitely for you. Today, we're breaking down 2 psychology facts about crushes, limerence, obsession, and why your brain attaches so hard. As you listen, count how many facts describe you, and tell us your number in the comments at the end. Ready? Let's begin. 1. Some crushes last 4 months, others last 4 years. Psychologists sometimes say a typical crush fades around 3 to 4 months. But if your feelings stay intense long after that, it may not just be a crush anymore. It might be attachment, unhealed wounds, or even limerence. So if it's been years and they're still on your mind, you are not dramatic. Your brain has simply built a strong emotional link. Quick question. How long has your longest crush lasted? Comment a number. 4 months, 2 years, still stuck, whatever you're comfortable sharing. I'll read your comments too. Your comment might make someone else feel less alone in what they're going through. 2. Your brain releases dopamine when you think about your crush. Long-term crushes often come from unfinished stories. If you never had closure, no confession, no clear rejection, no real ending, your brain keeps the story open. It replays what-if scenarios, trying to find an ending that feels safe. That's why an old crush can feel fresher than your last breakup. 3. Your brain loves fantasy because fantasy can't reject you. When your crush is far away, taken, a celebrity, or someone you barely talk to, your brain is secretly relieved. Why? Because as long as it stays in your imagination, they can't reject you, embarrass you, or disappoint you. The fantasy version of them always loves you back. And here's the twist. The deeper the fantasy goes, the harder reality feels. Number 4. You might be in love with who you are around them. Sometimes it's not just them you're attached to, it's you when you're with them. Maybe you feel funnier, softer, more confident, or more you than anyone else. So when you can't get over them, you might actually be grieving that version of yourself. If you're finding these psychology facts oddly accurate so far, hit like so I know to make more videos like this. And if you relate to at least one point already, type "that's me" in the comments. Number 5. Your brain hides their flaws to protect your fantasy. When you're crushing hard, your brain tends to filter reality. Red flags suddenly look like quirks. Bare minimum effort starts looking like they're just tired, they're just shy, or they're going through something. Psychologically, this is called idealization, and it feels good now but can hurt more later when reality finally breaks through. 6. Limerence is like a crush on steroids. Limerence isn't just liking someone a lot. It's when thoughts about them become intrusive, constant, and overwhelming. You might replay every conversation, analyze every emoji, and check your phone even when you know they're not going to text. 7. Your brain ties them to your survival system. In limerence, your nervous system starts acting like this person is essential to your emotional survival. A message from them calms you. Silence from them makes your chest tight. You're refreshing the chat, staring at last seen, and your brain is acting like this is life or death. You're not being dramatic. Your body has simply connected safety to their attention. If you've ever wondered, why am I like this? This is why. 8. Limerence is exhausting, not romantic. Movies make obsessive love look passionate and beautiful. In reality, limerence can be emotionally draining, anxiety-inducing, distracting from your daily life, and sometimes painful to the point of burnout. If your crush is hurting your mental health more than helping it, that's not cute. That's your mind asking for a break. 9.
You see their flaws and still care deeply. A crush often ignores flaws. Love sees them and still chooses care.
If you know they're not perfect, you know their annoying habits, insecurities, or mistakes, and you still genuinely wish them well, that's more than just dopamine butterflies. 10. You feel safe, not just excited. Crushes usually feel like anxiety plus excitement mixed. Love often feels like calm and comfort. If your body relaxes around them, if you feel like you can be yourself without performing, that's a powerful sign of deeper emotional connection. 11. You want what's best for them, even if it's not you. Real love wants their happiness. Ego wants to win. Your heart knows the difference. If part of you thinks, I want them to be happy even if it's not with me, that's a sign your feelings aren't just about possession. They're about care. It might hurt, but it also shows how big your heart is. 12. Rejection hits harder when they represented hope. Sometimes it's not just them you're mourning. It's the version of your life you imagined with them. That future relationship, that emotional healing, that feeling of finally being loved back. When they reject you, all those imagined futures disappear at once. No wonder it hurts so deeply. And here's the part nobody talks about. 13. You don't have to hate them to move on. You don't need to turn them into a villain just to let go. You're allowed to say, I cared about you, but this isn't healthy for me anymore. Letting go is often an act of self-respect, not revenge. 14. A new connection doesn't erase them, but it can rebalance you. Sometimes you don't move on by force. You move on by growing, meeting new people, deepening friendships, building a life you're proud of. Your crush becomes one chapter, not the whole book. 15. Your crush doesn't define your worth. Whether your crush notices you or not, likes you back or not, chooses you or not, your value as a person does not go up and down based on their attention. Your heart is allowed to feel deeply. You are allowed to be human and still be worthy of a love that is mutual, safe, and real. You are not hard to love. You just haven't met the person who loves the way you do. If any of these facts described you, you are so not alone. Crushes can be beautiful, painful, confusing, or all three at once. But they are also part of being human, part of learning how your heart works. Before you go, if this video made you feel even a little bit understood, please top like. It helps the channel more than you think. And if you enjoy psychology, attraction, emotions, hit subscribe so you never miss the next one. Now tell me in the comments, what's one thing you wish you could tell your crush but never will? You can keep it anonymous. I just love reading your stories. Or what part of having a crush do you struggle with the most? Overthinking, mixed signals, fear of rejection? Your honesty might help someone else feel understood too. If you'd like a part 2 about how to stop overthinking your crush or how to detach from someone you can't have, type part 2 in the comments so I'll know. Take care of your heart. You deserve a love that doesn't hurt. And one day it will make sense why this chapter felt so intense.